Alright, so welcome back to episode 4 of Beyond Infinity. I've decided to expand the series a little bit to include fastest routes on tracks. That was inspired by Jasper, that idea. So, shout out to him. And I'm going to be looking at Agrabah first because, everyone loves Agrabah. So I'm just going to do 2 laps in case I miss something for each variation. And yeah, we're going to be rocking Figment for my boy Moosey. Moosey wants me to always run Figment, so I'm going to run Figment for him. And I'll tell you guys along what the fastest routes are and explain to them why I think they're fastest, as well as like bunny hops and stuff, because, why not? Alright, so starting off here, we're going to want to go left up that bridge section. Just tap, then slingshot off of this, like so. It takes a little bit to nail that one. Then you actually get a double slingshot here. And you just keep jumping. That is very powerful. Again, they're a little hard to master. You're going to need some time. Just spend some time, like, studying my content, and, you'll figure it out. And stay right here on this path. It's not really worth it to take the left path. You want to do a couple of bunny hops and come up onto this left section. And then go right here, and then repeat it. You obviously want to do an aerial stunt there. I don't know why they didn't let me do it, but, it's fine. Right here, got the slingshot again. You want to jump here. Just jump, jump. Another slingshot. You don't even need a boost for that one. And then just keep jumping. Try not to hit into the walls like I did. Again, stay right here. You could even like swing out to the sides a little bit to keep boosts longer. A couple of bunny hops here for speed because Agrabah is built very weirdly. And again, just going up on that top route and going to the right here. Yeah, that's the first variation. What I think is the fastest routes. The other way is they just don't allow for much slingshots, and plus the ways that I went are just quicker. It's the whole reason why I go those ways. But yeah. Sometimes if you get knocked off to the sides, though, just go the normal route. Okay, this one is kind of similar to all the other ones. We're just going to want to keep right here. The left path is way slower. Alright, is the bridge open? Okay, the bridge is not open. So this is what I do on this segment. I tend to round this corner and then just start jumping. Because look at all the speed we gain. Similar goes for this section. And you just keep jumping. You don't even really need boost over there because, it's more beneficial to save it. Again, keep right. And then you could even jump over here for a little bit more speed. And again, it's just rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over again. Actually stay out to the left here sometimes to get that speed pad, and then, just jump around here. Don't really worry about losing boost because, again, the jumps will help you. Figment has, like, an interesting ability that, like, I'm trying to manage right now. And same thing, just keep going. You want to be mindful of what speed pads you're going over, because speed pads do help you maintain boosts. Like, there's that one where the fire comes down that I tend to go in, and that helps me maintain boost and speed. And obviously those jumps at the end there will help you, especially if it's like a less lap scenario. Just jump there, you should be fine. And yeah, that was that variation. Let's head on to the third one. I don't necessarily know if there's that much to do here, besides a couple of slingshots. So we do go right. Again, just hit the speed pads. There's really no need to go into that like those boards or whatever they call them that make you go slower. Again, take this left path. Don't mess up my drift like I did. Then you want to hit the double slingshot again. Double slingshot is very, very powerful. And a couple jumps. Again, going through that speed pad. Obviously, if there's fire there, don't go for it. And that path, if it's... I'll come back around and explain that a little bit more to you guys. But if that's like a last lap scenario, you want to take that left path. Actually, it's a right path with the ramps. Yeah, I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, again, double slingshot. Again, keep hopping to maintain speed. Hit speed pad. And if it's like a last lap scenario, you kind of just want to go take that right path. But if it's not last lap, going left could be more beneficial to get a skill that helps you instead of going right. So that depends on the map. If you're doing time trials, I would say just keep going right. But if you're in a regular match, I would say first lap, go left, second lap, go right. It's a very minimal speed, like time saver, but it helps. Alright, now we're on to the fourth one. This one doesn't have much to it. It's just like some bunny hops. Here, honestly, the left path isn't very viable in this variation. Again, stay right here. You never want to go on that left path. Just try to prevent going on there as best you can. And actually, we have a couple hops over here because this is all technically downhill. So we get some speed from that. But you could try to hop there. Maybe if you're a lightweight, it would work better. And also, one thing I'd like to mention, you want to try to prevent hopping uphill on Agrabah because you're very grounded. So it's a little rough going uphill. Just be mindful of that. Also, when you're jumping downhill, be mindful of the off-road section because that could slow you down a little bit. But yeah, nothing too crazy on this one. Again, just keep right the best you can, I would say. There's no real last lap scenario on there to take the left path like I was talking about in the other one with that ramp section. So, I would say just keep right. Okay, we have two... Why is there so many variations in Agrabah? Damn, okay. I didn't realize how many variations there were. Okay, this one. Did I do this one already? No, I didn't. Okay. This one, I typically go the right path. It kind of depends where you're set to start, but typically I go right. I don't know why. It just helps me with better alignment, I would say. I cut across the off-road section. I cut across off-road sections a lot in very different maps. Then hop here. No hop, just to keep boost running the longest you possibly can. And then similar thing here where you want to go left the first lap and then right the second lap in order to, like, in case it's like a last lap scenario and like you have to go the fastest possible route. Otherwise, going for the skill on the left is, again, more viable. Again, hops. And then last lap. If you can, it might make sense to hop those ramps just to save on airtime. It's just like another tip that I would have just in general on hopping ramps because it definitely helps you save time. Alright, this one's got a little bit more to it. This one's got the big downhill jumping section. And again, I'd like to reiterate, only jump when you're going this way down the road. If you try to jump the other way, you're just literally not going to go into the air. That's a very big thing. cut across that off-road section a little bit to gain some, you know, just around the corners a little bit more for a better time. Yeah, it's all about little time saves. Okay. Depending on how much boost you have, you can either jump over those hills or you could just ride them like I did because I didn't have as much boost. And then here we have a slingshot. We're gonna jump like that. Timing can be a little funky. You want to make sure you do it at the right time. Hug the left here. And just keep jumping. And jumping. You just want to jump down this hill. That's all you want to do is just keep jumping. And what I was talking about before, where you can't really jump uphill. See how, like, I'm jumping a lot less higher? If that makes sense? Again, just something to keep in mind. So we're going to hop these hills because we have Figment's ability. Just for some extra speed. And then right around the two, whatever those two columns are, we want to do the slingshot. Hug left here. If you need boost, you can go right for like a speed pad or so. And then we want to side bash at the finish line. Or you can just hop over the finish line. This is one of those rare scenarios where you can actually hop into the finish line because it can be the same speed as side bashing. So, again, just things to keep in mind. Alright, we got two more. This one also has the big downhill jump, I guess I'd call it. Okay, we messed up our start, but it's fine. Obviously, hug left again here. We could jump here because we have no boost. And then over here, that speed pad, slingshot over here. That wasn't my best slingshot, but it's fine. Again, hug left. Cutting corners is a very big part of this game because it's like such a little time save other than going like out wide like I'm doing right here. You don't want to do this going all the way out wide. You want to stay as close to the walls as possible without actually touching them. So cutting corners, not hitting the wall like I just did, very important. We could also save our boost here and do a slingshot off of the grind pipe boost, so then we could use our boost here. Then we could actually use Figment's ability and jump down this hill. Again, you just want to be mindful that you don't hit into the off-road sections as they will kill your speed. And just like that, there's that variation. Alright, I think we got one more. Yeah, this will be the last one. Alright, this one, nothing really new here. It's just the same stuff I've been going over. Except here we have two grind pipes. Slingshot could actually be done now in two variations. Where you could actually go to the second grind pipe like I just did. Which I think is beneficial if it's very crowded on the rail. Like let's say there's like a bunch of people around you and like you're hitting into each other. It's very good to get off that the main rail. Again, stick to the right here. Trying to think about what I missed. Right here. Again, you could do the main one like this too. Again, jump down the hill ahead of us. Hug the left here. Jump down the hill. What else? Oh. If you can, grab the skill out wide here and then pull in left. Just so that you get the skill and you're able to cut off that corner. And yeah, that's all at Agrabah. That's my typical routes that I take. If you guys have any questions about certain scenarios, just let me know. I didn't really explain much about speed pads because, again, that'd be way too much for me to explain. So if you want to go back into my videos and slow them down, feel free, be my guest. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more tracks, let me know what tracks you want to see. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Beyond Infinity so far. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.